Hello, so our research paper topic is road safety performance of a signalized intersection and roundabouts. Introducing our topic, that is roundabouts. Roundabout is a type of circular intersection or a junction in which road traffic is permitted in a single flow around a circular island at the center, and the priority is typically given to the traffic already in the junction. So road safety is considered in terms of roundabouts and signalized intersections for to avoid road traffic injuries and flow of traffic in safe manner. The research problem which we are going to look at are roundabouts and intersections safer once signalized to every user. Do all users can commute safely by implying signalized intersections? How can we create a safer road performance, and what new consideration and changes should be imposed? In all, summarizing the problem, complete sentence: how and why roundabouts are safer than signalized intersection for most users except for cyclists and maybe pedestrians. In the further slide, you see a figure which shows the vehicular conflict points for a signalized intersection and for a roundabout, which is like eight conflicts for a roundabout and 32 conflicts for a signalized intersections.
In this slide, we are going to discuss about the aims and objectives that we are going to keep in our mind as a part of our research. Our main aim is to provide an overview of road safety performance at signalized intersection and roundabouts through articles and studies, and then comparing their performances. Now, the main objective that we are going to keep in our mind in the research are: firstly, we'll see how roundabouts and intersection functions by the way they are designed. Coming to the second point, we will analyze factors that affect the safety performance on the basis of crash, frequency, severity, and time. Lastly, we will carefully consider all the points we have provided for relevant feedback on the safety performance of both intersection and roundabouts in Melbourne. Thank you. In the next slide, we are going to discuss about the significance of the outcome that we will get. Firstly, we will know how intersection and roundabouts play a significant role in the flow of traffic and safety performances of pedestrian or cyclist. Road safety requires certain aspects that should be explored, and which is an important part of our research. Now, we'll also see the positive and negative effect of having both of them and how they will perform in a particular area. At last, we will analyze the effectiveness of a proper road management system in context with intersection and roundabout in Melbourne. Thank you.
Our methodology for this research paper is categorized into 4 parts, which are reviews and summarizing, data collection, case study, and at the end, inference. Firstly, we reviewed research papers and reports related to road safety of roundabouts and signalized intersections in Australia as well as overseas. Then, analyzing crash statistics and records and collecting data regarding the difference in functionality of roundabouts and intersections. The third part of methodology consists of case studies, being the critical part of the research as it reveals the technical guidelines and the complexity of the subject, and detailed study of the crash type, geometry design, point of conflict, and severity level. At the end, comparing road safety performance of signalized intersections and roundabouts, and also understanding how roundabouts are safer than signalized intersections in a specific context, and drawing conclusions on top of that. Coming to the scope of this research paper, the roundabout's functionality can go either way. It can be a useful form of road safety, or it might end up in a chaotic manner for pedestrian and cyclists around that area. Our scope is to try and understand this behavior and functions. The second goal is to identify how road safety performance will reduce the amount of crash or accidents and will provide safety of pedestrian movements as a roundabout in comparison with that of a signalized intersections.